With all the different website platforms and website builders that exist today, it can be very hard to know which one is the right choice for you and for your business. You have options from GoDaddy, to Wix, to Squarespace, to Shopify, to Joomla, and on and on and on the list goes. But I'm going to simplify this for you and tell you why 100% of the time, regardless of your industry or what kind of design you want your website to have, or how many pages you want your website to have, or what kind of functionality you want your website to have, hands down, no question, TechArc will always recommend that your business build your website on the WordPress platform. And the first reason that we recommend that you build your business's website on the WordPress platform is that accessing WordPress is 100% free. You see, if you build your website with Squarespace or Wix or Shopify or one of these other platforms, there's a monthly fee for you to access their platform and to have your website live on the internet. So that means that you do not actually own your own website. You basically lease it from them or rent it from them on a monthly basis. And that means that you're kind of tied to them in perpetuity. And more importantly, these platforms, they have a limited set of designs and functionalities that they offer. Now, these websites, platforms are improving, don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is, if you want a custom design or a custom functionality or some kind of unique aspect of your website that these platforms do not allow for, there's nothing you can do. Because you cannot take your Shopify website and transfer it over to Wix to get the functionality that you want. It doesn't work that way. You cannot take your Wix website and take it over to Squarespace to get the design or the functionality that you want. You are tied to these platforms, and again, you are leasing your websites from them on a monthly basis. And if you ever want to move away from the platform for some reason, you're going to have to build your website entirely from scratch somewhere else. And that leads me to the second reason why we always recommend that you build your website on the WordPress platform. Not only is it 100% free to access the platform, but it allows you to completely customize the design and the functionality of your website in a way that none of these other platforms will allow you to do. And that's because WordPress, one, it has a very large ecosystem of what are called plugins, which are kind of pre-made functionalities that you can just plug into your website that are tested and reviewed over and over and over again. But more importantly, let's say you run up against a scenario where you want a custom design or some kind of custom functionality on your website that you cannot find anywhere on the internet as a reference or as a plugin. Well, the good news is with WordPress, you can hire a company like TechArc, who's very skilled at WordPress development, to access the very code that WordPress is built on. These platforms like Shopify, Wix, Squarespace, they do not allow you direct access to their system. WordPress does. So no matter what kind of functionality or what kind of design that you are looking for, you can have that on the WordPress platform via a plugin, via a theme, or via hiring a very skilled WordPress developer to get into the very code of the system and customize any aspect of your website regardless of what you want that to be. The third reason we recommend that you build your company's website on the WordPress platform is that WordPress websites, especially the way that they are developed here at TechArc, are very, very, very easy to update. WordPress and the back end of the system is designed with you in mind and users of all skill levels in mind. And as further evidence of this, I'll tell you that 37% of all the websites in the entire world are built on WordPress. And the reason that so many companies choose WordPress, again, not only is it free to access, not only can you customize the sites however you want, but again, they're very, very easy to update. Regardless of your skill level, you'll be able to get into WordPress and access whatever level of information and level of editing that you would like. I hope you found this video helpful. As I mentioned at the beginning, I know there are several platforms available. And if you're getting into the process of choosing the next website platform or choosing your next website agency, it can be a little bit overwhelming to know, what choices should you make? What are the downsides of some of these platforms? What are the advantages of some of these platforms? But I cannot recommend WordPress enough for the reasons covered in this video. It is 100% free to access this system. It is fully customizable. You can get any design or functionality that you want on the system. And they are designed, especially when they are made by TechArc, to be very, very easy for you to update. And so you yourself can log into the website, post a blog, publish a page, so on and so forth. If you have any questions about how your current website can be optimized or what would be required in order for you to develop a new website on the WordPress platform, please reach out to us here at TechArc. We're more than happy to help.